Senses have focus, inspire. Good morning all. I think
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
good morning sister, good
Good
morning
morning,
all
ma'am.
the resource full resource persons. Warm welcome to you for this online workshop, sister. Shall we start the session?
Yes, let you
Okay,
proceed.
okay sister, thank you, thank you.
Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah, Kanmalar.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you. Today, you are taking interest to attend our department 3 days international workshop. On behalf of my department, I invite you taking time off your busy schedule to join with us. We hope you will learn a lot today. To begin this day orderly, let us start our program with Tamil Thai Valthu. Ma'am,
Yes ma. Yeah.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறந்து என்று செயல் மறந்து வாழ்வதுமே வாழ்வதுமே வாழ்வதுமே.
I request our head of the department, Dr. R. Vijayalakshmi, to welcome the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Yeah, Kanmala. Good morning, one and all present here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all in this August online workshop. First of all, I would like to introduce the August chief guests, resource persons, distinguished dignitaries to the 3-day international workshop. Dr. V. Sivakumar, sir, Dr. Sister Jyoti Mary, Dr. Chinnaya Anbalagan, sir, Dr. C. Paramasivan, sir, and Dr. A. Ayyappan, sir. Let me have the opportunity to invite our inaugural address resource person, Dr. V. Sivakumar. He is a professor in the Department of Logistics and Management, head in charge in the Department of Tourism and Hotel Management also, in the Azhagappa Institute of Management. Also, he occupied the position of Dean in Charge, CDC, Director of Curriculum Development Cell, Azhagappa University, Karaikudi. He has 23 years of experience in teaching and 16 years in research. He has produced 2 PhDs, 3 are submitted and waiting for Viva, and 4 are in process. He has published papers in 29 international conferences and 22 international journals, 35 papers in national journals and conferences. He has a life member in the Pranam professional bodies in Indian Society of Agricultural Marketing, Nagpur, AIMS International Management Scholars, USA. He is also a member in editorial board, associate editor in Shanlux Journal of Management, a peer-reviewed scholarly quarterly journal, Amity Journal of Agribusiness, a peer-reviewed referee scholarly quarterly journal. He has handled the 60 lakhs worth project on impact of farm mechanism on agricultural production in Sivagangai and Ramnad districts, and 2 Azhagappa Research Fund project as well as RUSA projects also are going on. Welcome you, sir, to this international workshop, and it's my pleasure to give a warm welcome to our principal, Reverend Sister Jyoti Mary. There is no other words to explain her sincerity and dedication. Anyhow, in a nutshell, I would like to explain her. She served in various posts as principal, provincial aide, procurator in various institutions for nearly 35 years. She has published in various national and international conferences, UGC Carelist journals. To be frank, we can say he is a good mentor for all the staff to set us in the right path. She is so simple and humble. Her sincerity only makes our college to progress in the path of 25 years. We feel very much glad to welcome you, sister. Please welcome. Then I have taken the opportunity of welcoming our day 1 session resource person, Professor Chinnaya Anbalagan. He is currently working as a professor of accounting. He is an eminent personality with 15+ years of research experience and 3+ years of industrial experience. Under his guidance, around 165 B.Ed trainees and 50 M.Ed trainees were released. He has published around 112 international articles and published nearly 9 books. He also served as editor-in-chief for 19 international journals and editorial board member for 13 international journals. He is a member of Board of Study of MBA, KLU Business School, and also Board of Studies of Commerce, Hans, in KL University, AP, India, Andhra Pradesh. He is also a head of Finance Research Committee in KLU, Andhra Pradesh, India. He is also provided as PhDs, external foreign examiners for various universities globally. He is positioned as a Senate member in Samara University, Ethiopia since 2016. He is bestowed with various awards like Best Social Scientist Award, IARA 2017, Best Faculty Award, SARA, January 4th, 2020. He is also serving as a coordinator in the Business Environment, International Logistic Management Research Methodology, KLU. He is apportioned as a trust editor in the International Journal of Research in Commerce and Management. He is also recommended for Rashtriya Gaurav Award and Best Citizens of India Award 2018-19. We very much glad to welcome you, sir, to this August gathering. Welcome you, sir. Kanmala? Kanmala?
Thank you, ma'am, for your pleasant welcome. Now, I request Dr. Sister C. Jodi Mary, principal of our college, to give presidential address. Sister, please, sister.
Yes, the goal of education is becoming good person, becoming a more capable person, becoming a wise person, respectable, resourceable person, sincere staff members, renowned resource scholars, and my dear charming children, a very pleasant morning to one and all. The aspiration of Vidya is not only to uplift every young girl to attain the dignity in educational level, but also compete with the advancement and innovation in this current scenario. Our society is becoming increasingly dependent on technology for every aspect of our lives, from business to social interaction and beyond. We pride started BCom CA in the year 2005. Of course, the seminar be motivational, in which case the purpose is usually to inspire the attendees to become better people, to work towards the skill that they may have learned from this seminar. Research derives innovation, innovation derives changes. By attending an international seminar, students are given strong foundation in the principles and practice of both modern business with computer application within the framework of a liberal arts education. They can improve communication skill, gain expert knowledge, networking into others, and renewing motivation and increase the level of confidence. At this juncture, I am delighted to offer the most hospitable welcome to Professor Dr. V. Sivakumar, Dean in charge of CDC, Alagappa University, Karaikudi, and Professor Dr. Chinaya Anbalagan, Samara University, Ethiopia, East Africa. I take this opportunity to congratulate and wish Dr. Vijayalakshmi, HOD of Commerce with Computer Application, and all the faculties of this department, that the Almighty God may be with you always for each and every step forward. I also extended my heartfelt welcome to all the scholars, staff, students of various colleges who attended here to learn from the resourceful person and fear to inspire, improve your own knowledge and skill about this field. Finally, I hope that 3 days makes you experience the climate of academic excellence and the skill of learning, listening, and experience a new bonding that can be developed through such platforms and have immense value for students and their upcoming future. I invite all of you to becoming, which is the goal of education, to become a good person, to become a capable person, and to become a wise person. At this time of pandemic, I offer special prayer for your good health and stay at home peacefully. Perhaps it is time to transform your house into a wonderful place to stay. Make your house a place of worship, that is, pray, meditate, thank, praise, and plead to God. Make your home a school. Read, write, draw, paint, study, learn, and teach. Make your home a store. That is, clean, order, organize, decorate, and donate. Make your home to party. That is, listen to music, singing, and dancing. Make your home a restaurant. Cook, eat, create, receipt, plant a garden, etc. Above all, make your house and your family a place of love. Make the best possible use of this once in a lifetime opportunity. Wish you all the best. May God bless you. We unite with each other by prayers. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sister, for your word of appreciation and guidance. Thank you, sister. Now, I request Professor Dr. V. Sivakumar, Dean in charge of CDC Alappa University, Karaikuri, to inaugurate the function. Sir, please, sir. Sivakumar, sir.
Kanmalar, excuse me, he has to come, Kanmalar. நீங்க ரெண்டு ஸ்டாஃப் வெளில போயிடுங்க. சாருக்கு உள்ள வர்றதுக்கு என்ட்ரியே இல்ல.
ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம்.
நம்ம ஸ்டாஃப் வெளில போய் சொல்லிடுங்க.
ஸ்டெல்லா,
ஸ்டெல்லா, ஜானகி, மாசி எல்லாம் வெளில போயிடுங்க. யூடியூப் வர்றோம்.
ஓகே மேம். ஓகே மேம்.
Sir, good morning, sir. Sivakumar, sir, good morning. Sivakumar, sir, good morning. Sir, please on your mic, sir.
Yes, I think he is in the YouTube.
No, sister, he is in the meet only, sister. Sir, Sivakumar, sir, good morning. Please on your mic, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's my immense pleasure to welcome our CDC Dean, Dr. Sivakumar, sir, to give an inaugural address for this session, sir. Please. Sir, please. Sivakumar, sir. can give your inaugural address, sir.
Miss,
Sir, sister. Sir.
he is in mute, it seems.
Yeah, sister. Sir, mic on
Sorry.
பண்ணிட்டு you can proceed, sir. சிவகுமார் sir.
இல்ல மிஸ், அவங்க மியூட்ல இருக்காங்க மிஸ். அன்மியூட் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க. மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க மிஸ். That you send a message. சார், டாக்டர் விஜயலட்சுமி.
Sister, I'm talking with you, sister.
Now it's okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sivakumar, sir, good morning, good morning. Sir, shall we start the inaugural address, sir? Sivakumar, sir?
Sivakumar, sir, this is the time for you. Let you start, please.
Sivakumar, sir? Shall we start, sir?
Hello.
Sir? Sir, we are hearing, sir. Please proceed.
Hello.
Sir, we are hearing. Sir, நாங்க கேக்குறோம், sir. Proceed.
Ma'am, better you make phone call, ma'am.
Hello.
Sir?
Yes,
Hello.
Sir?
sir, it is audible. Let you proceed.
Sir, you are audible, sir. Please proceed, sir.
Hello.
Sir? Sir, we are hearing, sir. நாங்க கேக்குறோம், sir. We are hearing. Sir, your voice is
Good
audible,
morning.
sir.
Can you hear me?
Good morning, good
Yes.
morning, sir. Sir, we are audible, sir. Please.
கேட்கல.
கேக்குது சார் உங்களுக்கு.
கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது.
சிவகுமார், sir.
கேட்கல. அது எங்க பேசுறது? ஹலோ.
Sir, நீங்க பேசுறது எங்களுக்கு கேக்குது, sir.
ஆனா நீங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு கேட்கலையே.
இல்லையே, sir. நீங்க
உங்க
மைக் மியூட்
இல்ல, நான் மைக்ல பேசுறது கேக்குறேன். நீங்க பேசுறது எனக்கு வரல.
இல்ல, sir. பேசுறேன். சிஸ்டர் பேசுனாங்க உங்களோட இப்போ.
நீங்க ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணுங்க சார்.
இல்ல, அதான் சிஸ்டர் பேசுறாங்கன்னு தெரியுது. பட் வால்யூம் வரல.
எங்களுக்கு கேக்குது சார், கிளியரா இருக்கு.
வால்யூம் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணட்டுமா? ஓகே, 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 சார். It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Sivakumar sir. He is a professor in the Department of Logistics and Management, head in charge, Department of Tourism and Hotel Management, Azhagappa Institute of Management. Also, he has occupied the position of Dean in charge, College Development Council and Director, Curriculum Development Cell, Azhagappa University, Karaikal. கேக்குது மேடம், கேக்குது. Madam,
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, I would like to say sorry for the technical delay.
No issue, sir. It's our fault, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Initially, when I came inside, it was very full, and the system requested me to go out of the session.
Yeah, sir.
So I could not log in initially.
I saw the same name in the contacts list, you know. I thought you have come, sir. That's what I have started. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. So, shall I start?
Yeah, sir. Sure.
I hope welcome others have been completed.
Yeah, sir. Completed, sir.
Yeah, very warm good morning to one all gathered in this online session. This workshop on research innovation organized by Ananda College, Devapati. I place my sincere regards to the administration of the college for continuously conducting such programs. I would also say a good word about our principal, Principal Jyoti Madam, for helping Dr. Vijayalakshmi to conduct such online programs. And to say a few words that this is the order of the day. In the future, we have to be large gatherings have to be online. Probably situations may get better in future. So I am happy to be the part of the inaugural session of this particular Great Day International Workshop on research and innovation. So as a researcher, I would like to have a few words on this workshop. I request the researchers, young researchers, probably there are many senior researchers are also available in online, and you can emulate the senior researchers. You can take them as a role model, and see a small virus has put all of us in a single room, and a single window that's closed everyone in a single room, and make lot of thinking. We could not move, or we could not do our regular activities as that of real leader. Just made us to think twice doing the work. For simple example, if you want to go for a shopping, earlier we used to have we used to spend a lot of time shopping. Now it has restricted us to go for a simple shopping with a list of items to purchase, and window shopping has been cut down due to the pandemic situation, and we are afraid of this pandemic, and now we are facing the second wave in the country, and this made us to think not before doing any job. So at this juncture, the workshops like this and research and innovation is very important, very significant, and young researchers could think of lot of new ways of doing research, not the earlier old version of doing research. And I could request you to think of working. Not you may have IQ, and you may have emotional quotient also. I request in this forum to think of all the young researchers of working. What is this working is, my version of working is, role is for observation. So as a good researcher who has to observe what is happening in the environment, you should be very careful in, you should be agile, you should be very alert in what's happening in the environment. That is more important. So now, due to this pandemic, our activities are being shrink into a single platform, single group, academic person. A lot of things are happening. So this is what I am telling you to observe what is happening in the environment. That is more important. So observation about the environment will always have an effect on your research. You can think of a lot of areas of if you observe. See, a simple example I could say, government wants to vaccinate the whole population, but it is difficult to increase the immediate production of the vaccination and also increase the immediate supply of vaccination. See, a lot of observation is going on how to efficiently vaccinate or reduce the wastage. See, how many things are going on when this is such only one vaccination point of the whole country. If you observe a lot of things like this, if suppose if you take an agriculture farmer who has lot of grown lot of mangoes, he want to sell mangoes at this juncture, it's very difficult for him to sell the mangoes in the wholesale market. See, if you observe every phenomena, every case, you can have a lot of things underway. So observation is very, very important for a researcher to observe what is happening in the environment, to read a lot of articles, to read a lot of newspapers, to hear a lot of case studies. You have to have an eye opening on social media also. You cannot rely on only print media, news media, which we earlier had. Lot of social media initiatives have been taken up to counter this particular pandemic. Lot of things are happening. So observation is the first thing. A good researcher should have an alert on your research pattern. When you observe, after the second cue will come in. You will ask a lot of questions by observing. Why it is delayed? What is happening there? Why it cannot be done like this? So if you put a lot of questions like why, when, what, you will try to have, you can try to identify a good research problem. See, when in the research area, if you can identify a very good research problem, you can diagnose a very good research problem. 50% of the research is successful. So, for a successful research and innovation research, you should have this worldview. You should observe in the environment what is happening. You should ask lots of questions what is happening. If you start asking all these questions, if you observe a lot of things happening, you will find out new research problems. New problems that becomes an innovation. You can do innovative research. That is most clear here at this juncture. So you have to have this worldview as a young researcher or any researcher with a lot of experience. You have this worldview. People will try to observe the environment, try to ask more number of questions. If you ask more number of questions, you will try to find out new ways to solve those questions. So research is to solve a problem. It is not to create another big problem. So this is what I would like to stress on this particular inaugural session to the researchers and the organizer actually has taken pains to identify suitable resource persons for all 3 days. And one thing which I would like to stress upon in this online process, you can meet your audio, you can meet your video, but try to listen to these speakers, try to interact with the text boxes. Whenever they give you a time to have an interaction, you try to interact with them. You can get a lot of information from their experiences. So experience speaks a lot on this, and she has identified with a very good resource persons for 3 days. And this is my earnest request to the young researchers to listen to such stalwarts and gain knowledge about the research and the days are changing up. Doing the same research or slightly having a different, slightly changing topic or changing Java full web-based will not help you. Nowadays, it is really important. You have to go for the innovative research. You have to think of something different from others. And then you can survive in the world. That is, to survive in the world, I think I specifically stress upon this academic world and research. So, you, the young researchers, I request you to take this 3 days of series session and listen to the experts who are at the scene. So I am very happy, privileged to inaugurate this 3 days interest workshop, and I am happy to see all the people who have come earlier before me. I just joined at 10 o'clock. I could join because you have overwhelmingly response and you are coming to the Google room where I could not meet, I could not come in. So I thank as the principal for giving an opportunity to share my views on this inaugural session, and I hope that the 3 days will be spent fruitfully and with lot of vigor and to have the objectives of the workshop should be fulfilled at the end of the day. So I thank the college administration for giving me an opportunity as a researcher and also as a dean of the Council of Harappa University. Such workshops be conducted in then and there to have a link between the researchers and the university. So I thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, sir.
As a saying, a good start is half done. Really, we are fortunate to inaugurate this international workshop with the right person. Really, we are blessed, sir, to start this workshop with your valuable words. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kanmalar.
Okay, ma'am. Now I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Chinnaya Anbalagan, Samara University, Ethiopia, East Africa, to address the gathering. Sir, please, sir.
Hello, madam.
Sir.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Sir,
Good morning.
Shall I change the host, sir, to share your screen?
Yes. Good morning.
Good
Good morning, sir.
Respected Principal, Dr. Sister C. Jodhimani, who is given the presidential address, Professor Dr. V. Sivakumar, sir, Dean, who is given the inaugural address, Dr. C. Paramasivan, Dr. A. Ayyappan, Dr. R. Vijayalakshmi, who is organizing this international workshop, and organizing committees, Dr. R. Kanmalar, Mrs. S. Mercy, Mrs. M. Janaki, and Mrs. A. Sahaya Stella, and all the participants, those who are connected at international level in this international workshop on innovation and research, which is conducting by the great Hidayah College for Women and in association with Indian Academic Research Association, Tiruchirappalli, India. Good morning to everyone. And I'm very happy to see everyone here in this platform in this academic pandemic period even. I hope all Indian are safe from the coronavirus, and the trust on you, everyone wearing the mask every day, and you are following that pandemic restrictions and rules and regulations, which is given by our government of Tamil Nadu and India. Here in Ethiopia, I would like to take 2 minutes for talking about Ethiopia, which is located in East Africa, North and East Africa, which is a very small country. The population is equivalent to more or less our Tamil Nadu population. The Ethiopian Prime Minister, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, who is handling and controlling the coronavirus in proper way, and which is helpful for developing the nations. And the pandemic is also one of the very big issues at the international level nowadays. As per WHO, World Health Organizations, most of the African people are having the wonderful immunity power, so because of it will not affect that much in African countries, including Ethiopia. Especially here in Ethiopia, nearly 10 regional states, we people are using the regional states. Among the 10 regional states, where I am working in upper regional states. Upper regional states, the North Ethiopia, north side. The border of Eritrea. So there is no, still I didn't hear about anything about the death rate in Samara, that means the upper regional states. So in that way we are very happy, and near about the 25 Indian teachers are working in our universities. So no one having or no one affected coronavirus still. And most of the Indian teachers took vaccinations, Covishield in the government hospital. I also took the Covishield vaccinations, and which will be saved our life and protecting the death rate. So because I hope all Indians should go for vaccination as per the government of Tamil Nadu and India. So now I am really very happy to see this in the wonderful international platform, which is conducted by our Idaya College for Women, Tamil Nadu. Really, I came to know that our college is very nice and wonderful, and our principal will take care of all the teachers and students and the public people moving the very nice. So because of Idaya College is always day by day it's growing in our country. So really I would like to thank, the special thank for our convener, Dr. R. Vijay Lakshmi, head of the department, Commerce and CA. She is very active and she is communicating very frequently, every day, every minute about the conference, thinking about the conference and collecting the data and profile and communicating the each and everything which are related with this successful at international workshop which is going on at present. So we are going to talk about the research. I have been forwarded to many people when some of the friends, when they are looking about this brochure which is on research, and especially the title given for me, crafting and conducting high quality research design. Even some of the friends called me unofficially, they were 2 days before. So why we are using the word crafting? So what is the meaning of the crafting, and whether it is required for conducting the research or using the research, or we are using for that word for the research. So crafting is nothing, but we should have somewhat shaping, which will be helpful for our research design. So So we are going to think about the research designs. A small introduction for the research designs, because of most of the doctors, professors are joining in this platform, which is focusing at international level. Everybody should know about the research, how we may go for preparation of the research proposal, writing the research article, research paper, and how we can teach the student based on the research, and how whether it is effective or not, which is based on the research-based teachings. So everybody are discussing the different ways in the different platform. The research designs can be considered as a structure of the research. It is a glue that holds all of the elements in a research project together. In a short, it is a plan of proposed research work. It's a plan of proposed research work which technically and skillfully, and which will be performed in the concerned field, whether we may go for the proper way, and whether we are saving the timing. Everything should be structured and shaped critically and technically, which will be saved our time and cost economically. We can go for the perfect research. The research designs emerged as a recognizable field of the study in the 1960s, and first marked by a conference on design method at the Imperial College London, which is conducted in 1962. The later stage, it led to the founding of the Design Research Societies in 1966, which had been started in 1960, and it has been continued up to 2021, and which is founded by John Christopher Jones, a postgraduate design research laboratory at the University Manchester Institute of Science and Technology, who initiated the conference at 1962. Next, you can see that L. Bruce Chair founded the postgraduate department of design research at the Royal College of Art, London, and became the first professor of the research design. So before many years, which has been to design that may be helpful for our future life and the present life, and which will be helpful for the researchers. The research designs refer to the overall strategy. It tries to carry out the research that define the succinct and the logical plan to tackle the established research questions, which will be related with the collections of the data, interpretations, analysis, and discussions of the different data which has been collected by the researcher, and which will be helpful for framing the final research. So because of the research design is a framework for the research methods, techniques chosen by researchers, especially depending upon the research, depending upon the research field, depending upon the research environment and the sponsorships, and the researcher should be designed their research to hone in on the research methods that are the suitable for the subject matter, and they set up their studies upon the success. So when you go for the definitions, or most of the researchers and professors should know the different definitions. So I have been taken near about 6 definitions, and which will be helpful for you. And the most important, which is given by the according to Carlinger, the research design is a plan. What is it? The research design. It is a plan. It's one kind of the plan, strategic plan, and which will be structured and strategies of investigation conceived so as to find answers to research questions and to the controlled variance. When we are going to talk about the research designs, it is a plan and the structure and framework, the framing for our investigations, according to the Carlinger. And according to the Green and the Tull, the research is specifications of the methods and procedures for the acquiring the information needed. So why? Because I am talking about the definitions. Most of the scholars, those who are working in the different research field, they won't think about, no one read about the research design. Simply they are talking about the research. Whenever the teachers in the class, they are observing the research, And blindly they are starting the research. They are not understanding what the research is, what is the research structure, what is the framework, what is the plan. So I have done also same like that. It is common, very common for all the researchers. So researcher must be understood. So how it will be defined theoretically, that is most important, which is for our research. And when you are going to talk about the word of the crafting, so how we are crafting the research? Crafting means advocate and promote the current and the emerging craft research, including the research into the materials, the process, the methods, the concept, aesthetic and style, plan, shape, the different world we have to apply for our research and which will be helpful for the research development. For your information, so we are using the word creations, fashioning, shaping, composing, manufacturing, crafting, formulating, framing, having, preparing, the different terms which will be helpful for our research when we are going to use or when we are going to construct. The construct, that means the designing, the shape of the research. So because of the word we are using the crafting the words. So we are going to crafting the research design and the methodology. So how we can explain how we are observing. Explain your methodological approach as a research scholar, as a master degree research persons or MPhil level or PhD level. Describe your methods of the data collections. What kind of the data, what is the availability and where it is available and what are the different sources. Describe your methods of the analysis and which kind of the methods we need to go for the evaluations and justify our methodological choice. So we have to think about and we have to take the different ideas from the different experts, professors, lecturers, and different research scholars, conference, seminars. We have to take the different tips from writing the strong methodology and frequently may ask the different questions on that and how we can frame and what is the meaning of the method and research and how it will be useful for us. So because of, so what is the use and what is the major purpose, what is the objectives of the research design? What is the main objectives of the research designs that we are going to use in the research and which will be formulated a research program that is the most important. I think tomorrow Dr. Paragusan sir is going to talk about the formulation of the problem, I think. So I don't want to take more time for this. So when we are going to talk about the research, we may go for the research designs and we should find out the title and based on the title we should go for whether it is a problematical one or what is which kind of the problem and how we may go for the solvation of the problem in depth or more precise. We have to investigate or we have to develop our work in hypothesis from on the operational aspects. So because of that, we have to think about the research and we have to think about the title and we have to think about the materials and we have to think about the different sources and how we may go for the data collections. And the title itself we could see the methodology, geographical methodology, how the title is defining the problem, accordingly how we may go for the data collections and what is the major purpose of the studies is the discovery of ideas and the insights. So wherever go, the most important research and which will be objectively major objectives which are related with the formations of the problem, research problem. The difference between the research designs and the methods. The difference between the research designs and the methods. The research design is a plan to answer for your research questions. So when you are going to differentiate from the research design and the methods. So research design is nothing but it is planned to answer for your research questions. So what is the research method? Nothing but it is a strategy used to implement for that plan. So what is the strategy? The method, the research method is designing the strategy. The research design is answer for the questions. When you go for the research design and methods are the different but the closely related because the good research design ensures that the data you obtain will help you answer your research questions more effectively. So most frequently used research methods. So what are the methods mostly we people, the researchers or professors or doctors or all any kind of academicians, anywhere in the world. So what we are doing most properly, we have to observe who are the participants, who are the respondents. So which kind of the survey we are using and where we can go for the interviews and who are the focusing people or who are the beneficiaries. So how we may go for the different experiments and whether it is we are using the secondary data or primary data and how we can use the actual study and whether we are using the both the combines of the above, that means the mixed method or which method we are using to do the research. So overall we are taking the responsibility as a research scholar, as a professors, as a teachers, we are thinking about our research. So when we are going to think about the research, we may get the different idea, the different kinds of the innovative idea, the high level informations which will be related with the different organizations, the different institutions, different universities, different seminars, the different international conference like this webinar, the workshop, we may collect a lot of information. Accordingly, based on that, and what are the major functions of the research designs? The functions of the research design is to ensure that request the data in accordance with the problem at hand is collected accurately and economically according to how we are operating our research design. It is a framework and we may call the blueprint for the research to study further and which will guide the collection and data analysis for further development of the research. The research designs, depending upon the needs of the research, may be a very detailed statement or only furnish the minimum information required for the planning of the research project. Their project, it will take more time. It will take more time to collect the data and defining the research and handle the research. So what are the advantages of the research designs? Advantages of the research designs which will be helpful for the students and which will be helpful for the research scholars, professors, doctors, the academicians, and who are working in the different institutions, whether it may be useful or not. We are thinking about the research, whether it is useful or not. Why we needed the research? What are the benefits? Consume the time. What is most important? What is the benefit? What are the advantages? Ensure the project time schedule. Consume the time, the less time. Ensure the project time schedule. How many months, how many years, starting from which time to which month to which month, and it will be helpful for the researcher to prepare to carry out the research in a proper and a systematic way, proper way. We are going within the schedule, we are working within the duration, but the better documentation of various activities while the project work is going on. So the better documents, we can make the different cards, we are making the different files, we are making the different data collection files, which will be helpful for working our project, our research. It may be help in the proper planning for the resources and their procurement in right time. And which will be helpful for our proper planning and strategic, where we can get the resources, where we can get the ideas, where we can get the internet, where we can get the electronic items, where we can get the printer, where we can type, everything, A to Z which are related there, the necessary sources we have to plan accordingly. So because of that is the most important and benefit when you are going to make it the design properly, or shape properly, or construct properly, or crafting properly for our purpose. So we may provide the satisfaction and the confidence combined with the sense of the success from the beginning of the work of the research project, and which will be helpful for our researchers. So what are for the research design requirement and needs? The need for the research design is as follows. One is, it reduces the inaccuracy. Yeah, when you are going to use properly, if you are crafting, if you are preparing, it may be helpful for you accurate document, accurate proposal, accurate sample design, accurate data collection, accurate analysis, accurate ACS usage, and we can go for the interpretation for the research. Help to get maximum efficiency and reliability. Efficiency, perfections, reliability which will be adjustable, which will be helpful for our relevance, and which will eliminate some bias and marginal error. So most important, which one is comfortable, which one is not comfortable, which one is usable, which one is not usable, where we can accommodate this kind of the data, where you can use this kind of the data, we how to use, and whether it is a bias or the good, or whether it is having any problem, and we can remove or we cannot remove, and we can use for further development, and we can continue as it is for the research. So because of which is most important, which is not most important, that we must be realized as a researchers when we are going to talk about the research, and which will be helping for further development based on the research designs. Minimize wastage of the file is the most important. As per my experience, when I have done PhD, definitely I have lost a lot of time. So because of my advisor not that much scheduled person, because of I affected a lot. Because I affected a lot, it has taken more than 7 years to complete PhD in normal universities in full regular mode. So because of my advisor may be not getting that much idea, because he didn't study about the research design, he doesn't know that about the research planning. So because of when he was studying whether they are available or not, the computer, like many problems, many issues may be. So because he didn't teach anything, so that was very, very difficult. So when you are going to lose your time, when you are going to waste your time, definitely you can lose your life. It is my practical experience. Please always don't trust your advisor. Please don't trust your guide always. Your guide is not properly working. Some of the guide not properly working. I know, including me, I am talking about that. Because they are working their duty, they are working for their work. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1% of advisors are working properly. 99% guide, PhD guide especially, they are not working properly because of most of the research scholars have been affected. There is no employment because of in our India. For commerce PhD, for accounting PhD, one is nothing in the PhD. But it has taken 7 years in full time at Annamalai University. Not only many scholars have been affected, so a lot of painful work that we are going to think about are reminded that. So because of a humble request to all the research scholars as well as like us teachers, professors, doctors, advisors, please don't spoil the scholar's life. 3 years means 3 years we must be completed. Even one day we don't extend the time for the scholar because we are thinking about the one day will be spoiled 1 year of the scholar. It is not a 1 day, it is not a 1 week, it is not a 1 hour. Totally, you can think about especially the research scholar as well as the research advisor and guide. Please, helpful for collecting the research material and advice for the research scholar. And the research scholar to take the responsibility to test of the hypothesis and how we may go for the different sources and what are the requirements and how we can approach our advisor and how we can collect the idea from our advisor, how we can take the advice from our guide, and everything must be cleverly you can do it. Generally you can complete the proper your research and you may happy. The money, manpower, time and effort, it is most important than others for the research. When you are going to prepare your research designs and which will be extract other than your activities and which will give them the right direction. So because you have to take care, money is not an investment. Your mind is an investment. Money is not an investment for your research, but your mind is an investment for your research, your approach, your activities, your hard work. If you are eligibility as a research scholar, if you are eligibility for sitting in front of the computer continuously 3 hours in front of the computer, at least 3 hours continuously without any disturbance, you may complete your PhD successfully. At least 3 hours. Apart from that, that is different. So because of, we have to take more responsibility when we are going to use the research designs, and we have to follow the different content as a research scholar, and which will be helpful for the different aspects which will be involved in the research designs, including at least the following somewhat. A lot of things are there, a lot of the documentations are there, especially the statement of the research objectives. Why? What is the most important things? What is the statement? The type of data needed. So which kind of the data are needed for us? You have to define the population and sampling procedure to be followed your research. Time, again I am saying the time, cost and responsibility which are related with your specifications of the research, and we have to follow which kind of the methodology and which way should be proceed for the research for the collection of the data, and how we can go for the collected data which will be analyzed by the research scholar, and which kind of tools we have to apply, and which kind of methods very suitable for us, and how we may go for the interpretations, whether the SPS is very suitable or not, or other data is very suitable, and we have to think about, you can think about all these, the research, then the probable output or the research outcomes and possible action to be taken based on the outcomes. Otherwise, it's very difficult. As a research scholar, please take care when you are going to talk about the research, or when you are going to craft the research problem, and what are the importance in the research problem, and help you to identify each and every steps of the research process, which will be the study design, sampling strategy, research instrument, and research analysis, and which will be the research problem should have a great clarity, since the research process in itself generate more questions, which will be helpful for perfect crafting, perfect writing, perfect shaping the research problem. You must be study the design and sampling and research instrument, and which will be helpful for the more ways. So how to create a research design? Maybe you may raise up the different questions. You may think about the different idea as a scholar, as a professor, as an academician, how to create the research designs. The research design is a framework already told you that, and which will be based on the planning. And when you are going to conduct your research, and when it will be giving the answer for your research to be question, which will be raised by you as a question, and it may be very useful for how we can design. Creating the research design means making the decision about the type of the data wherever you need it, the location and the time scale of the research, the participant and the resources and sources who are the respondent, the participants in your research, the variable and the hypothesis, if it is related with your research, if it is needed for your research, and which kind of the variables, and what are the hypotheses that is depending upon research, and the methods for collecting and analyzing the data. So because it's most important when you are going to write the research designs and create the research designs. What are the essential elements of the research designs? We are talking everything. As a professor, as an academician, as a researcher, we are thinking everything, A to Z. morning to evening. We are making the list. This is. Near about 100 points we are writing. How many points we have been succeeded? So we are thinking, so apart from the accurate purpose statements, wherever go, whatever you require, and which kind of the statements or which kind of the data we needed, so we have to perfect the accurate purpose of the statement. The techniques to be implemented for conducting and analyzing the research, which kind of the technique and which will be implemented, and what kind of data we have been collected, and we have to collect, and which kind of methods which will be applied for analyzing the data collection, and what type of the research methods we are using, quality or quantitative, whatever we use, or both quantity or quality we are using. So we have to probably objections for the research, whether it is suitable or not, setting for the research study on the timeline. Again and again, I am talking about the timelining, and which will be completed within 3 years, within 2 years, within 5 years, within 4 years, within 1 year, within 6 months. The active research like that, as a teachers, as a professors, we are doing the small articles, we are writing the different, we are getting the different sponsor projects. So how we can achieve, and we have to measure according to our analysis, and which will be helpful for our research design, and which will be focusing at the international level for effective research. So characteristics of the research design, how we are thinking about the character, neutrality, reliability, validity, generalizations. So when you go for the neutrality, when you set up your study, you may have to make assumptions about the data you expect to collect. It is the most important when you are going to do somewhat activities, the result oriented. The result projected in the research design should be free from bias and neutral. There is any error, there is any confusion, there is any bias, the bias will affect the whole research, the dilemma. So bias, you can't be able to understand your research. You can't be able to analyze your research. You can't be able to think about the research. So when you're going to do some more analysis, totally your research is going down. So reliability. With the regularly conducted research, the researcher involved expect similar results every time. Your design should indicate how to form the research question to ensure the standard of the research. That is the most important. You will only be able to reach the expected result if you have a design enabled. If there is no research is a liability. The research is a liability. If there is no reliability, you can't be able to success of the research. So how we are validity? There are the multiple measuring tools available which are related with the concerned research, and which kind of the rules we have to use, the tools we have to use for the design. However, only the correct measuring tools are those which help the researchers in gathering the results according to the objectives of the research. I already told you that we are going to talk about the statement of the problem, when we are going to talk about the objectives. According to the objectives, general objectives and specific objectives, and the significance of the study, scope of the study, limitation of the studies, everything should be recollected, and which will be helpful for when we are going to design the research, and which will be validated for the right time. Generalizations which will be helpful for the design implies that your survey conducted on any part of the population with similar accuracy. And when you go for the classification of the research, the major classification broadly. So the qualitative research design and quantitative research design. Sub-designs, lot of designs are there. When you go for the research design, we will use in our proposal which kind of the methodology, chapter 3 methodology, chapter 1 introduction, chapter 2 the review of literature, chapter 3 the research methodology. In the research methodology we are going to design which kind of the research designs we are using, qualitative or quantitative. or qualitative and quantitative, both mixed design we are going to use and which will be effective for our research. The qualitative, as usual, that determines the relationship between the collected data and the observations based on the mathematical calculations, and which will be helpful for the research quality, the research quality research, which is based on the design method, and which will be helpful for why a particular theory existing along with what the respondent to say. That should be calculated very carefully, we have to measure properly, and which will be helpful for us. For quantitative research design, so for the cases where practical conclusions to collect actionable insights are essential. The different number of the better perspective to make the critical business decisions, which will be helpful for the quantitative research design methods, which is most important for the growth in any organizations and the growth of the any organization. So further breakdown, you can see that the descriptive research design. Under the descriptive research design, different the case studies, naturalistic observation study, survey method, another experimental research design. The field experiment control the different experiments, quasi-permanent experiments, non-experimental research designs, whether it is a relational or a range of the variables that we are going to use, and we should realize which kind of a correlation we are using for the different studies, how we may go for the diagnostic of the research studies, whether it is helpful or not, and how we may go for the external research studies. Everything we are studying, we are observing, and we may go for the research design. It is not that much easy when you are going to design the research and the research methods. So which will be helpful for a very effective and high level research exposures at the international level when you go for the descriptive research design. So most of the research scholars, including me, when I was a research scholar, we are not thinking about what is the meaning of the descriptive research. Simply we are reading and we are writing exam and we are getting some mark. Okay. So because of when we should analyze the different designs when we are going to do the research in the field. Practically. Theoretically, no one can't be able to realize, just they are observing the points which is teaching by our teacher in the classroom, and simply we are analyzing, we are thinking when we are in the field of the practical research. It is a theory-based design method which is created by a gathering of the data, analyzing of the data, and presenting the collection of the data which has been collected by the research scholar from the secondary data as the primary data. The both data, or sometimes the review data may be, the conceptual research may be only based on the secondary data. So whatever it may be, the research might be collected from the different secondary sources as well as the primary sources through the questionnaire, interview, and the secondary may be from magazine, books, websites, from seminar, conference, many workshops like that, and we have to use for our research, and how we may go for providing the insight is the why and how to our research. When we go for the descriptive designs, and which will be helpful for our better understanding the need for the research. So when you're going to study, when you're going to read the different review, the different review literatures which are related with the concerned title, and we may get a lot of exposures, and we may go for the different explanations and a discussion on the concerned review. The experimental research designs, which is establish a relationship between the cause and the effect of the situations, based on situational research. The casual designs where one observes the impact caused by the independent variable on the dependent variable. So what are the independent and what are the dependent? So how we can compare and what are the causes of the independent and the dependent? So we have to vary what are the independent and how it will be working, and what are the cost of the independent and dependent, and how we will go for our research accommodations or the necessary data. The correlational research designs. The correlation research design is a non-experimental. The non-experimental research, the designs, which will be related with the techniques that helps the researcher establish a relation between the two close connected variables. One is the inquiries and the different assumptions and the different variables and the statistical analysis, the statistical techniques, calculations, the relationship between the one and others, and we have to calculate. Correlation means comparing a relational like that. The diagnostic research, which will be each of the issues, diagnosis of the different issues, and how can I get the solution for the issues which are related with the concerned research designs. So explained research designs which will be helpful for us, some idea which will be extending, some thought which will be helpful for the concerned subject, and which will be exploring on there based on the theories, how we can ground the theories, how we can make it the grounded theory, which will be helpful for our research design also. And when it comes for the way, the quality based, we are taking only the quality. So quality based, even in our title, high level quality design. So high level quality design, how it will be, how we can find out the high level and low level or medium level. So we can't be able to say that it is a high level, it is a medium level, it is a low level. So whatever it is, we are using the word the quality based. So quality, which will be helpful. The quality means what? Effective, performance, skilled, meaningful, which will be solved by the researcher based on the concern, different questions which are related with our research. So the main 5 quality approaches: narrative research, phenomenology research, grounded theory research, ethnic group research, as a case study research. The case study research is the most perfect study which is based on the quality, because of we are very deeply raised up the questions and which will be helpful for our further development. Like this, the grounded theory studies, case studies, the different historical based study, action research, so pyramid research, ethnography, the different studies are there and which will be helpful to set up our research designs, and finally we can get the wonderful fruits as a result. The research design should be able to provide answer of the following research queries. Those who are thinking about the results, or those who are having the somewhat the doubtfulness of the research and methodology, and I can't able to conduct the research, I can't able to write the research paper, I can't able to write an article, I can't able to teach the research methodology, I can't able to do this kind of a project, that kind of a project. In our minds, we are thinking, we are not analyzing, but simply we are thinking in the negative way. So how we can do it? We can raise up the question, automatically we can do it. The following, I minimize the 11 questions. If you raise up the following questions, automatically answer will come out from our mind. When you are going to repeatedly you can raise up the question, automatically the research outcomes will come. So when there is a question, there is an answer. When you are going to lock the door will open. If you have not locked the door will not open. So when you are raising up the questions, there may be an output, there may be establishment, there may be a development, there may be a growthness, there may be a success, there may be a fruitful, successful research we can enjoy as a research scholar, as a professor, as a teacher, as a concerned academician, definitely. What is the study about and what type of data is required? That's our over. Very simple. research is very easiest one in the world, like mathematics. If you understand the mathematics, easily you can understand the research. If you know the formula for the mathematics, easily you can do the research. Research is equivalent to mathematics. If you are missing the one step, second step, finally the answer will come wrong way. Same like that, if you are jumping first chapter to second chapter, you can't able to get the fruitful research recommendations, result. Finally, it will affect the whole life, the whole study, and again you may start from first to last. So because of very carefully study, what is the study? What about the study? What is the meaning of the study? What is meaning of the title? What the title is saying? Title is what is any important things from your title? The title itself explains the whole research. The title itself explains the whole research. When you are reading about your title, the title will expose A to Z. What are the issues and problems in the title? What is the geographical area in the title? Geographical methodology. And who are the focusing people from your title? The title will talk about the whole research. So because of very carefully, we can think about, we can read about, we can study about, we can collect about the material, and what is the purpose and why? What is the meaning? Why you have to do the PhD? Why you have to do the doctorate? Why you have to do the master degree? Why you have to do the MPhil? What is the necessity of the research? Why without research we can't able to live in the world? Why? What is the purpose? Why you have selected this title? You have to think about you. I have to raise up the question myself. I am asking, who am I? Who am I? What is my skill? What is my skill? What is my performance? What is my performance? What is my dedication? What is my smart work? How I am working? How I am collecting? How I am reading? We can study. Why? That is most important. What are the sources of the needed data, especially for the title? What should be the place or area of the study? The venue, the geographical, environmental, it is most important for the study. Again, the time approximately is required for the study. What should be the amount of materials or number of cases for the study? You have to study number of review of literatures, different materials. You don't think about second part. You don't go to second part. If you are doing your research on finance, you are doing research on finance. Blindly you can collect all the material which are related with the finance. You don't think about the subject. The microfinance, the commercial finance, agricultural finance, industrial finance, you don't think about. First you can collect all the data, all the materials, all the review related with the finance which are available through the proper resources. You can make it, that is most important. At least minimum. I have been adjudicated near about 132 PhD paper from India. Most of the people, maximum 56, 86, 73, some, I could see some PCC from, I think, Allahabad University, they are only minimum 43 review of literature, that's all for PhD. Minimum 100, maximum 200. How much you are collecting, how much you are reading, your review of literature, your different cases, that may be helpful to develop, that may be helpful for improve your research, and you may get the finally the fruitful research when you are going to meet the defense or viva examination. You should be very strengthened. So because of the review of literature, that means literature background, theoretical grounding, we should be studied, referred, collect the more data and resources from the different fields. So what like about the sampling should be used is most important than all. The sampling is a research. You can't able to study the 100 millions, the millions, 10 millions of the people. You can't able to read all the books. You can't able to read all the data. So because we may go for the out of mass, we can select 20%. Take for example, satisfaction of Jio SIM users in India. A study. Jio people, proud nation, millions of people are there. How we can study? Because we can specify this a study, especially Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, how many people? Millions of people are there. So how we may go for that? So because of out of mass, we can select the percentage, 5%, 10%, the different sampling methods are there. Probability sampling, random sampling, many sampling methods are, that is another very big ocean. And what method of data collection would be appreciated? Which kind of the data collection is most important? How will data be analyzed and which ways we may go for? Which kind of the tools we are used for analyze our data which has been collected by the researcher? And which will be helpful for promoting your research and exposing your results, attracting means when you are going to read your junior, when you are going to read in future to any reader, when you are going to read your research paper and should be creating the motivation, what will be next, accordingly how to use the technical terms. So because of how we may go for analysis. In the interpretation itself, the interpretation must be realized in your research. What should be the apparent expenditures and what should be the specific nature of the study. 100% I am giving the surety for you. Any professor or any teacher, any research scholar, please you can recall these 11 questions. We can remember that definitely the scholar will be doing the research effectively in future and they will be enjoying their life. So what are the future research design? How it will be? How it may be helpful for how it may be specify the sources and type of the information which are relevant to the research problem. And what are the strategies which will be specifying which are related with the different approaches and distinctly used the gathering and the analyzing the data which are related with the content subject title. And it is most important it is also included the time and the cost budget since most studies are done under the two constraints. One is the clear statement of the research problem and the procedures and techniques to be used for the gathering data or information. The two most important which are related to the cost budgeting and the population to be studied and methods to be used in the process and analysis of data and which will be helpful for designing the future study for the success of our research. And most of the people, wherever go in the world, how we are accommodate our activities and how we are going to do somewhat the sharing the information each other as an academician, as a researcher, as a professor. So how we are using that skill, the performance, which are related with the concern title, concern research. We are going to discuss in the different places. We are specifying the problem. So what is the issue? Okay, this is the issue. Whether it is the issue, the problem is reasonable or not. The problem will be defined. Then only the answer will come perfectly. A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus CLB plus B square. This is a solution because your problem is perfect. Your problem will be reversed. You will be confused. The problem must be specified and defined properly. Everything problem around us. Take for example at our home, our children, daddy, he is pinching me. No, I am not pinching. He is pinching me. He is taking my this like that. We are talking about that. Everything problem. Is a reasonable problem? Is a defined problem? So the problem we are thinking, problem is not a common, the problem is a specification which are related with your title. So when you go for the research, when I was selected my research title, near about 7 to 10 titles I have been prepared. Finally, only one title we have been decided. So in between, it has taken near about 2 to 1.5 years to select the title. So because of, when you are going to select the title, when you are going to select the advisor. For the research scholar, I am advising, if anyone the research scholar, when you are going to select the advisor, when you are going to select the title, that is a research. What about the research designs? After 1 month, 2 months, if you are reading some materials and books and Dr. Kothari books, and you should have some of the information, nothing problem. But before that, enter in the field of the research. Please don't spoil your life in the name of the PhD, in the name of the doctor. Please don't spoil your life. Please take care when you are going to select the title, when you are going to select the advisor, when you are going to select the guide. That is most important. Otherwise, once if you are hold within the PhD, you can't able to move here and there, your whole life will be spoiled. So because of that, you can take care. The research designs, when you are going to framing your research designs, and when you are going to planning your sample, when you are going to collect the data, when you are going to analyze the data, which are related with the research and which will be editing, coding, processing and time catching, which will be helpful for preparing your research report. So because of the selection is most important. Before select your advisor, you can think 1,000 times, more than 1,000 times. So after selecting your advisor, your guide, you don't think about even one time. The title will be modified. The concept will be modified. The title up to the final print of the modified title, but you can't be able to change the concept. So because of, you can select the right title, the meaningful title, and you can enjoy the research. So what are the most important steps in the research design? So how will it be the different research designs? Formation of the research problem, literature of the review literature, formation of the literature, because I told that the literature, the ground theory is most important, which are related with the concerned title, the common, the macro level, you can collect all the review of literature, then you should come for the micro level. So macro level is a finance, micro level is a microfinance. The microfinance is your study, and macro finance your overall concept. So how we may go for the collection of the review of literature and formation of the hypothesis in the research design, which will be helpful for developing your research further, formulating the research designs and defining the nature of the study, sample design, administration of the tools of the data collection in the research design, data analysis, hypothesis testing is whether it is needed or not in the research designs, interpretation and generalization, and preparation of the report of the research. When you go for the most important things, I am not taking more time because of there is no time for us. I can't able to explain all the things, and the research interlinked between one another. It will be repeating again and again. Chapter 1 to chapter 2, chapter 2 to chapter 3, chapter 3 to chapter 4, chapter 4 to chapter 5, chapter 5 to chapter 6, chapter 6 to chapter 7. There may be interlink that the step must be perfect, and which will be exposing in the right way of your life. So when you are going to crafting the research proposal, how you are going to craft your research proposal? A glance, just for the idea. we needed, the first we are thinking about the title. As a researcher, as a professor, as a research scholar, as an academician, as a sponsor research. So whatever anything, we are thinking before starting the research. Okay, what is this title, this title? How many people have done the same title? How many universities throughout the world, throughout India, throughout Tamil Nadu? Okay, how we may go for? Okay, this is okay. We have to select the title. We have to prepare the summary and abstract. So what are the objectives or aims? Whether it is a research question is needed or a hypothesis is needed, that is according to the research. So we can go for the introduction or background of the studies, or relational summary which are related with your research. And as I told you, that literature review. That means review of literature. It is a literature is a moral word, the review of literature. Theoretical perspective, analytical base and theoretical base. What are the methodology? How we may go for the limitations? Whether it is a limitation or a delimitation. We don't use a delimitation, we can use the limitations. The ethical considerations. What is the procedures? Whether we are overruling, overwhelming. So what is the timeline? What is the duration? How many years? What is the budget? Who is the funding agency? Everything we must be written, and we should go for the conclusion, everything, and the reference is most important. It is just for the summary which will be a glance for you when you are going to write the proposal or any research like that. The crafting the research proposals and which will be helpful for you, like this. And yeah, the purpose of the crafting the research proposal. Why we should, and which are related with the objectives. So why we should prepare the proposal to make the clear aims of the proposed research and establish its importance. To specify how the research will be undertaken and the time and other resources that will be needed to achieve the research. To justify these choices and establish your credibility and competence as a researcher. To demonstrate the feasibility of what your purpose or propose or aims and why it is needed. To serve as a vehicle for feedback from the client, which are related with the sponsor or any people, to prevent the future disagreements. Yeah, it is most important. That means your outcome must be perfect. Your resource must be perfect. So because of, we have to do like this, and which will be helpful for our future research. So and finally, so what is the nature of good research designs? We are thinking, we are talking, we are discussing, we are analyzing the different activities which are related with designing the research or research design, and how it will be, what you are thinking, which one is right, which one is wrong, which one is not right. How we can think about the good research? We are thinking the good teacher, excellent teacher, best teacher awards. So how we are thinking about the teacher is common, but the good teacher, how we can find out? Research is common, how we can say this is a good research? Sampling is perfect, how we can say wonderful sampling has been selected by the scholar? So because of wherever go, there is a good activities which will be focused in the country. Same like that, flexibilities, appropriate, efficient, and economically, etc. timing, everything. When you are going to prepare the design, it is most important, and we may say, okay, somewhat good. Okay, generally you can see that minimize the bias and collected and analyzed is considered as a good design. So when you go for that, the design which will be minimize the bias. Minimize the bias means what? Everything benefitable, advantages, possibilities. In the research there is no disadvantages, but biases are there. But in research, there is only advantages. There is no disadvantages. But when you are going to talk about the research, when you are going to do the research in the field, there may be somewhat bias will happen between the different people or respondent or data collector, whatever it may be. So because of, we need to go for and we have to design which gives the smallest experimental error in supposed to be the best design in many investigations. Similarly, a design which yield maximum information, that is most important. When you go for that, when any kind of the problem or any kind of the problem is considered which are related with the concern appropriate and efficient and effect the design, how it will be the research problem. The theory most important, already the grounded theory, it is most important for our research, which will be generating our knowledge, which will be aware about the research, and which will be helpful for satisfy, that means settle ourselves, released from the problem, and we can motivate the self-motivation we needed when you have some more information in your mind, if you have in your mind, or any background, or any potential, we are happy, we are feeling free. When you go for any shop or purchase, if you are having money in our pocket, we are not feeling anything, we are very directly talking about and we are choosing, selecting this, that one. So because it is very common, same like that. If you are having in your mind, if you are having the good knowledge, definitely you may get the good research and you won't feel anything, you won't hesitate, you won't panic, and you may proceed your research accordingly and situational, feasible, redundant, and efficient. What I told that, according to the research, according to the nature, according to the economical condition, according to the time, according to the environment, according to the situations of the nation, according to the, now the situation is very bad. We can't able to work offline. We can't able to work, because of the situation is not good. The environment is not good. So because of we are thinking, we are talking, we are moving, we are working throughout online. So because of we are going to do the research, and we should careful as a research scholar. Leave it in the guide, leave it the advisor. Advisor is advising occasionally, but the research scholar, 90% must be dedicated, 10% is supporting by the advisor, the guide. So because of always we can think about the guide, advisor. You can work, you can talk, you can collect, you can discuss with the different people, then collectively you should come and you can accommodate your data and it will be exposed at an international level, the high level research design and research as we are discussing. Feasibility, the redundant and efficiency are most important which are related to the research. And so when we go for that, down to the research, and which will be helpful for your investigations and the specification of the theoretical part. And according to our setting of the research studies, and we may go for, as per the administrators, as per the sponsors, as per the plan, we may go for the research. And good designs can be implemented if it is a feasibility. If there is a time suitability, if there is a thorough information, if there is a frequent schedule, we may go for the research without any problem, without any bias, and we may possible problems in measurement, devotion to project, database construction, and etc. We have to predictable. That is the feasibility. Predictable is a feasibility which will be helpful for when you are going to use the feasible, that means predictable, and which will be helpful for you. The redundant, the good research design have some flexibility between them. Often this flexibility results from them repetitions of the essential design features. Yeah, it is most important and which will be helpful for the research scholar when you are going to do the research, when you are going to do the design, when you are going to prepare the research, when you are going to write, and you should show your efficiency. You can use the new words. You can use some more attractive word to prepare different proposals or the designs. And thank you very much for all the participants, and we may welcome any comments, clarifications and the questions based on these discussions or out of our discussions or anything from the research or anything, any subject, nothing problem. Thank you very much, one and all, for all the participants, especially Dr. Vijayalakshmi ma'am and Dr. Sister Jyoti Mary, who is a principal and effective principal. I already came to know that he is a very effective principal. So thank you very much for all the participants on our Ilaya College. Thank you very much. Thank you. Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. It is a time for asking questions and doubts. Dear participants, if there is any doubt and questions, kindly ask our chief guest.
Yes. Good afternoon, Professor Dr. Anbaragan. I am Dr. Rupali Srinivasan.
Welcome, Professor Rupali Srinivasan, sir, from Shastra University.
Yes, of course.
Welcome from Shastra.
Thank you.
University.
Yeah, I'm really very much happy about your presentation for past 1 hour. And it's really very good, informative, and a very good presentation. Just I want to add one more thing. It's not a question or it's not a clarification, sir. Regarding university, you told that review of literature is 100 and maximum is 200. But my opinion is, if the review of literature is very authenticated and related to research scholars' topic, exact 100 is enough. Research is unrelated review of literature. So, according to the experience, exact 100 review of literature is more than enough. I think if you have on it, you can.
Okay. Thank you, my dear Dr. Rupali Srinivasan. I am very happy to see your face.
Thank you.
Really, I am very happy to see your face. You are my senior in Annamalai University, in the Department of Commerce. Really, I am very happy to see in this platform some wonderful questions and the clarifications as a comment. It is not a question as you told that. But yeah, why? Because I could see most of the research scholars what they have done. What they have done, as per my experience, they are giving only 30, 25, 40, 43 like that. So why? Because when you go for a master degree, master project, we are using somewhat limited review of literature. When you come for MPhil, at least we are using 50, 70. I can see many people, even Annamalai University, Bharatya University, other universities, they are used more than 50, 60, 75. So MPhil, when we are doing MPhil, we are using that much means when you go for PhD at international level, PhD is not a local level or country level. So the PhD is at international level. Wherever go, even our Dr. Radhakrishna have done PhD only 36 pages. At that time, that is different totally. But nowadays, you can see that our setup, our Indian setup, our international framework of the research, even here in Ethiopia, in my universities, I am advising here about 7 master degree students. The master degree students, they are using more than 75 review of literature. So it is maybe depending upon the country, depending upon the state, or depending upon the university, or depending upon the college, or depending upon the advisor, depending upon the research scholar. But even though, or depending upon the title. So whatever it may be, it is a PhD level means we should be having more knowledge than other persons. When they raise up the question, as you know that when you are going to conduct the defense, the different people raise the question from the different field means we should be ready. The we should be ready means we should have somewhat knowledge which are related with our concerned research, and we should be ready to answer for that. So because of that, at least what you said is 100 is acceptable. More than 100 is welcome, otherwise no problem. So at least 100 we must be accommodated. So it is not only for the numbers, it is the knowledge. The review of literature, it is not only the numbers, it is not only the mathematical numbers, but it is the knowledge. That knowledge we are going to reproduce with other people, and we can collect from the basic source. So because it may be leading to the high level, and because of we are talking about the highest high level research design, it may be leading to high level research design. Otherwise, suppose Dr. Upi Srinivasan are using for only 70 means, I am a junior in Dr. Upi Srinivasan. Okay, sir, our senior used only 75. We can try to use 67, 65 like that. We can manage, no problem. But then what will be doing that? Our seniors only 75. Why we have to use more literature? Simply we can do it that the leading capacity is going down. Because of the reward literature is most important. When you are going to compare with other studies, other institutions, so how we can improve? What we are doing, our curriculum, our setup, Bharat University curriculum one setup, Bharat Vidasan another setup, Shastra another setup, VIT, the setup is different. Why? Because we wanted to focus more than that university, the high quality on my curriculum. So because we are referring all the things and we are going to develop at the international level. It is not only for the numbers, mathematically simply, my dear senior Dr. Upi Srinivasan sir, it may be leading to improve our research, leading to improve our research scholar, leading to develop our knowledge, improve our knowledge, and we have to extend our knowledge on the concerned field. Maybe it is acceptable, 100 is acceptable, no problem, but very less than 100, because of this, I spent a lot when I am reading here one by one, I am page by page, line by line reading when I am going to evaluate the research. I am taking 43, only 43 from Bharat University, I think. I don't know exactly the university. Only 43 review of literature. How is it possible? How is it enough for the research? So I can give that. Maybe sometimes not converting. We can give somewhat. The whole life is going on fine. Generally, as a professor, as a scholar, as a research scholar, as a research advisor, day by day, minutes by minutes, time by time, we have to learn something from others and ourselves and other resources, and we have to improve how we can do that. Okay, that's what having normal command. So we can improve for another color, the highly commanded. That should be as an advisor, we should be thinking about our research scholar. The research scholar must be taken more responsibility than the advisor. So because of how we can improve, how we can develop, how we can get the highly commanded for our CCC, our research work. So because of I am suggesting to go for 100, don't go for less than 100. Is it right, doctor?
Yes, sir. Of course, I'm not telling based on the number 100 or 125, 200, 300. I'm not telling in that sense. What is my opinion is whether the review of literature is particularly exactly related to our research topic, and which will be very helpful to how we are deviating from others. That's why I'm talking. Actually,
Yeah.
Even in the PE project level, mostly, nearly 99% of the people know about the review of literature. Even living in the project itself. Okay? So I'm not telling you that number. It is purely based on related to our research area and research topic. In some of the things they are giving. Just they are adding the numbers and they are giving a irrelevant review of literature which is not thorough or slightly related to the topic. That's why I am saying that's all.
Yeah, that is right, doctor. As the advisor, we must be restricted. We must be restricted, not relevant literature. Because a review of related literature we have to accommodate, which will be knowledgeable for us. That's all. Yes, right. Thank you.
Probably that. Yeah, that review of literature is the that is which will lead to get good result in design.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. We are getting some theoretical background from there. Based on the theoretical background, we should go for the practical.
Yeah,
Based on the practical, we may go for the theoretical.
yes, what actually what you use in your title, that is crafting. That review of literature is always one of the factors of crafting the exact solution. Am I correct, sir?
Yeah, yes, doctor. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any clarification, comment, questions? You are welcome, my dear. Dr. Parameswaran sir and Dr. Leo, Dr. Stalin, Dr. Shiva Rajkumar, if anyone, if you want, if they have any comment, ideas.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Kanmalar, proceed with the word of thanks, Kanmalar.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
We really inspired our lecture. Definitely it will use to all the research scholars and all are going to be done PhD in future. Thank you, sir. You clearly stated about the research design and a very informative section, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you one and all to everyone, especially for Vidya College Management. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Vijayalakshmi madam.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
madam.
Very wonderful
Thank you,
presentation and explanation we received, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.
Okay. Kindly send your presentation.
Thank you for all the participants.
Many of them
Thank you for all the
have
research
your
scholars.
PPT.
Thank you for all the guide advisors. Dr. Parameswaran sir.
I think he is in some other session today, sir.
Okay.
Tomorrow is having his
Thank you,
session.
madam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he is having session tomorrow. Yeah, it's a wonderful title. That is also a very nice title.
Okay, sir. If possible,
Thank you,
please
madam.
come and
Thank you very
join.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Dear participants, the tomorrow's session will start at 10 a.m. Kindly join and make success. Thank you.
Recording started. நான் என் பண்ணிட்டா எல்லாம் போயிடுவோம் அப்படியா ஓகே யூடியூப் இப்போ என் பண்ணி போகிறேன்